Okay. What I find really troubling about this case, there's a lot of things that are wrong. She's from Youngstown, Ohio. 2015, I was in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I went to pay tribute to Channon and Christopher Newsome. Here we are, almost a year later, now 2 years later, and this murder happened right in my doorstep. The suspect worked here, and I'm having a really hard time with it. Very, very difficult. The murder was no different than what happened to Channon and Christopher, because Addaleigh, after he got done raping her, he shot her in the head. She ran around, and then he shot her in the head, and then he cut her throat, and then he raped her corpse. And I don't know the details of her autopsy, but I had a glimpse of it in my dream. And I don't know. But if you have been an assault victim and you've been traumatized by this story, it's even more strange, is because we were in Youngstown, and Amy Marsikowitz interviewed my sister involving the car accident of my nephew, and then Addaleigh was raped and murdered, and Amy Marsikowitz interviewed that. And what I find really difficult is this was in Youngstown, and this happened right in our front yard. This happened right in front of us. And I was here a week before the murder. I moved into this apartment not knowing. I was coming from a women's shelter, and we were starting a program called Erica's House, and it happened right here. We were asking help from the women's shelter, and it happened right in front of my doorstep. And I asked for help from the women's shelter, and they refused to help us. And we had called the shelters for help. So when we call for help, we're not sure exactly what it is going on, but you get a sixth sense something was going on. And that's what I was having these nightmares about the whole time, and it was happening right in front of me. This is my apartment, and this is where the suspect lived. And that bothers me very much, that we could be like right in the middle of it. We're so close to this that my car started breaking down. I started having car issues. Everything could go wrong here has gone wrong. And the problem I have is that we all felt like we were sequestered in this. We all felt like victims in this crime. I felt like a victim, and I didn't even know this. I really truly didn't know Addaleigh, but I had some experiences in my apartment. I was not here. I passed out, and I did not wake up. There was one night, a couple nights in November, where I literally felt the hand of God pull me out of something. I don't know what it was, but I was having all kinds of attacks. I felt like I was being attacked every day. There were garbage left in my front doorstep. It was all like going too fast for us. Exactly. I saw my life pass before my eyes. I was just coming out of surgery November 1st, and when I talked to the teacher, who is a friend of ours, she told us about the case that happened, and I had no idea. And I've had experiences ever since. And Addaleigh, who passed away, I've just had experiences with Addaleigh on a regular basis about this case. She's visited me in my apartment. I don't know how to explain it, but I've had visitations with Addaleigh here, and I just pray that Addaleigh rest in peace. You know, we're going to go down to the other location where her apartment was after this, and I just got to talk about it.